If you don't like royal drama but still want the inside scoop, then grab your tea, because Harry's about to shake up the monarchy in ways they never saw coming. Today we're diving deep into Prince Harry's rumoured return to the UK and why the palace is more anxious than ever. This isn't just another royal reunion. It's a moment that could redefine the monarchy, the royal family, and Harry's own legacy. So, settle in, because we're about to unpack every angle of this royal homecoming, from the family tensions to the public's reaction, and what it all means for the future of the House of Windsor. Prince Harry's rumoured return to the UK this July isn't just another royal reunion, it's the monarchy's worst nightmare. For months, speculation has swirled about whether Harry would come back, and if so, what that would mean for the royal family. The palace has been on edge, with every tabloid headline and every insider leak fueling the fire. But why is this return so different? Why does the idea of Harry coming back, on his own terms, send shockwaves through the royal establishment? To answer that, we need to look at the history, the family dynamics, and the unique position Harry holds as both an insider and an outsider. With security sorted, Harry could bring Meghan and the kids home, visit Diana's grave, and show Archie and Lilibet the real Britain, the one behind the palace gates. Imagine the scene: Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet stepping off a plane at Heathrow, greeted not by royal aides but by the press and the public. For the first time, Harry would be returning not as a working royal, but as a private citizen, yet still a prince. He could take his family to the places that shaped his childhood, from the rolling hills of the English countryside to the quiet corners of Kensington Gardens where he once played with his mother. He could visit Diana's grave, paying tribute in his own way, away from the cameras and the carefully managed royal events. For Archie and Lilibet, it would be a chance to see the country that is part of their heritage, to experience the traditions and the history that come with being a Windsor, but without the restrictions of palace life. But here's the kicker. Charles and William aren't just worried about awkward family photos. They're terrified of Harry acting on his own terms, meeting charities, making headlines, and building his legacy without palace puppeteering. For years, every move Harry made was orchestrated by the palace. Every speech, every appearance, every handshake was carefully planned. But now, Harry has the freedom to choose his own path. He could meet with charities that matter to him, speak out on issues he cares about, and connect with the public in a way that feels authentic and unscripted. That's a level of independence the palace has never had to deal with before. And it's not just about control, it's about the message it sends. If Harry can thrive outside the royal system, what does that say about the system itself? For the first time, Harry wouldn't need anyone's permission. No palace press releases, no carefully crafted narratives, just a dad, showing his kids their roots and honouring his mother. This is the heart of the matter. Harry's return isn't just about family drama or royal protocol. It's about a father wanting to share his heritage with his children, to give them a sense of where they come from. It's about honouring Diana's memory in a way that feels true to him. And it's about reclaiming his own story, away from the headlines and the spin. For Harry, this could be a chance to rewrite the narrative, to show the world who he is, not just as a prince, but as a husband, a father, and a son. That kind of freedom? It's the ultimate royal rebellion. For centuries, the royal family has operated under strict rules and traditions. Every member is expected to play their part, to follow the script, to put the institution above their own desires. But Harry's return could change all that. By stepping outside the system and living life on his own terms, he's challenging the very foundation of the monarchy. He's showing that it's possible to honour tradition while still being true to yourself. And that's a message that resonates far beyond the walls of Buckingham Palace. So, will Harry finally reclaim his story? Or will the family drama keep dragging on? One thing's certain, the Windsors have never faced a homecoming quite like this. But to truly understand what's at stake, we need to look at the bigger picture, the history of royal returns, the public's changing attitudes, and the future of the monarchy itself. Let's rewind for a moment. Royal homecomings have always been a big deal in Britain. From Queen Elizabeth's triumphant returns after royal tours to the emotional scenes when Diana brought her sons back from holidays abroad, The British public has always been fascinated by the idea of a royal coming home. But Harry's return is different. He's not just coming back from a trip. He's coming back from a self-imposed exile after stepping down from royal duties and moving his family to California. That decision sent shockwaves through the monarchy, and the wounds are still fresh. For many in the royal family, Harry's departure was seen as a betrayal. For others, it was a necessary step towards personal freedom. Either way, his return is loaded with meaning. The media frenzy surrounding Harry's return is unlike anything we've seen in recent years. Every detail is scrutinized, from the clothes he wears to the people he meets. Social media is ablaze with speculation, and the tabloids are running daily stories about what might happen. Will Harry and Meghan be welcomed back, or will they face a frosty reception? Will the public support them, or will old wounds be reopened? These are the questions everyone is asking, and the answers are far from clear. Experts are divided on what Harry's return means for the monarchy. Some say it's a chance for healing, a moment when the family can come together and move forward. Others see it as a potential crisis, a sign that the old ways are breaking down. What's clear is that Harry's presence forces the royal family to confront uncomfortable truths about tradition, about change, and about what it means to be a modern royal. For Harry and Meghan, the return is also about their children. Archie and Lilibet are growing up far from the royal spotlight, but they're still part of the Windsor legacy. Bringing them to the UK is a way to connect them with their roots, to introduce them to the country and the people who are part of their story. It's also a chance for Harry and Meghan to show that they can balance their private lives with their public roles and to set an example for their kids about the importance of family, heritage, and service. The British public's reaction to Harry's return will be crucial. In recent years, attitudes towards the royal family have shifted. Younger generations are more skeptical of tradition, and there's growing debate about the role of the monarchy in modern society. Harry's return could be a unifying moment, or it could deepen the divisions. Much will depend on how the family handles the situation, and whether they can put aside their differences for the sake of the institution. The absence of Queen Elizabeth adds another layer of complexity. As the matriarch, she was often the glue that held the family together. Without her steady hand, the dynamics have shifted. King Charles faces the challenge of leading the family through this turbulent time, while also dealing with his own relationship with Harry. William, as the future king, must balance his loyalty to the institution with his bond with his brother. These are not easy decisions, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Harry's ability to connect with people has always set him apart. Whether he's working with veterans, supporting mental health initiatives, or championing causes close to his heart, he brings a sense of authenticity that resonates with the public. That's part of what makes his return so powerful and so threatening to the palace. If Harry can make an impact without the royal machinery behind him, it raises questions about the relevance of the institution itself. At its core, this story is about family. The royal family may be an institution, but it's also a group of people with real emotions, real conflicts, and real hopes for the future. Harry's return is a test, not just of royal protocol, but of the bonds that hold the family together. Can they find a way to move forward, or will old resentments keep them apart? As the sun sets on another day in London, the city waits. The world watches, and the royal family faces a crossroads. Harry's return is more than a headline. It's a moment that could shape the future of the monarchy for generations to come. For Harry, the journey home is about more than geography. It's about identity, legacy, and the search for meaning. It's about finding a place in a world that has changed, and in a family that is still struggling to adapt. Whether he's welcomed with open arms or met with suspicion, one thing is clear: Harry's story is far from over. The palace, meanwhile, is doing everything it can to control the narrative. Press releases are drafted, talking points are circulated, and every move is analysed for its potential impact. But in the age of social media and 24-hour news, it's harder than ever to keep secrets. The public wants transparency, and Harry's willingness to speak his truth has changed the game. The fascination with the royals isn't going away anytime soon. From tea towels to documentaries, the British monarchy remains a global brand. But brands evolve, and the story of Harry's return is a reminder that even the oldest institutions must adapt or risk becoming irrelevant. As we look to the future, the question remains, can the royal family find a way to embrace change, or will they cling to the past? Harry's return is a test, not just for him, but for the entire institution. It's a chance to show that the monarchy can be both traditional and modern, both rooted in history and open to new possibilities. The world will be watching every step of the way. Every handshake, every smile, every moment will be dissected and debated. But beneath the surface, this is a story about one man's quest for freedom and a family's struggle to find its place in a changing world. In the end, perhaps the most powerful image will be Harry, standing quietly at his mother's memorial, honoring her legacy in his own way. It's a reminder that behind the titles and the headlines, these are real people, with real stories and real dreams for the future. So, as Prince Harry prepares to return to the UK, the world holds its breath. Will this be the moment that changes everything? Or will the old patterns repeat themselves once again? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. The story of Harry and the royal family is far from over. And as the next chapter unfolds, we'll be here to bring you every twist and turn. Stay tuned and don't forget to keep your tea close, because in the world of the royals, anything can happen.